The transfer window is getting closer and closer, and it's going to be a summer that the Hoops will spend big money. Equally could see us lose some of our stars. In today's video we have some news regarding Matt O'Reilly, whilst also going over all the latest Celtic news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Before we do get into today's video, as always make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Celtic manager Brendan Rodgers has a wealth of players at his disposal. Indeed, the squad for the season gone by was one of the biggest the Hoops have had in years. One assumes a lot of deadwood will be cleared this summer and that the manager will be a busy man in the transfer market. Rodgers will want to improve on a double winning team and has already made a beeline for Adam Idah, admitting after Saturday's Scottish Cup final that he'd love to sign the striker permanently. The boss likes his fellow countryman, but one player whom he has given the ultimate personal praise is for Captain Callum McGregor. The skipper added yet another major honour to his ever-growing tally at the weekend, maintaining the incredible stat that he has yet to lose a cup final. He is nothing short of key for Celtic, and having worked with him before his return to the champions, Rodgers has admitted he trusts McGregor with his life. He said, "This is a guy that I trust with my life. From our first time working together, everything he gave me, then I trust his opinion." Just a quick one, boys and girls, to tell you that we have a new drop available on our website. We have the Brendan Rodgers Pope tee, along with the Celtic Ultra t-shirts. Do browse the collection by going down to the link in the description, or going to celticapparel.com. Anyway, let's get back into today's video. Josip Juranovic recently tied the knot. His wedding provided several ex-Celts with the opportunity to reunite. The Croatian right-back, who played for the Hoops for 18 months before leaving for Union Berlin in the Bundesliga, recently got married in his homeland. At the ceremony and resultant reception, a few names of a Celtic persuasion were in attendance. Indeed, Joe Hart was pictured in the Croatian sunshine alongside now Wolfsburg centre-half Maurice Jens. The German defender spent just 6 months on loan in Glasgow, but adorned himself to the Parkhead faithful during such time, bagging a few memorable goals against Ross County and Kilmarnock. He posted a snap of himself and Hart looking rather dapper on his Instagram story. It is always a pleasure to see ex-Celts link up outside of the club in their personal lives. Hart and Jens only played together for half a year, but remain close. Now in his retirement, the big Englishman can look forward to several more laid-back nights, such as that of Juranovic's wedding. Celtic's Matt O'Reilly was unexpectedly left out of Denmark's squad for Euro 2024 at the weekend, but that has not toned down any transfer interest in him. Indeed, according to a report from the Spanish outlet Mundo Deportivo, Atletico Madrid remain keen on the 23-year-old. In January, the Spanish Giants had a €20 million bid rejected for O'Reilly, but along with Feyenoord man Mats Wijfer, they have not forgotten about him ahead of the summer. As is always the case, it was difficult to do business mid-season, and it is said that while they would want more than Atletico's initial bid for O'Reilly, Celtic are more open to selling him now than they were previously. Atletico are said to really like the double winner, who completed a clean sweep at the Hoops' recent Player of the Year awards. O'Reilly is without doubt the best footballer in Scotland, and links to sides like Atletico are expected and they are warranted. An intriguing summer lies ahead regarding his long-term future. The 2023-24 season only finished last weekend, but football is a fast-moving sport and many are already thinking about the upcoming 2024-25 campaign. Fresh off the back of a hard-fought double in Brendan Rodgers' first year back at the club, Celtic will be looking to truly kick on next season. To progress on all fronts though, recruitment over the next few weeks and months has to be spot on, while a positive start to the new campaign would be beneficial. In the opinion of Alistair Johnston, things will begin to click for Celtic next season because Gaffer Rodgers will have had a year to work with the group. The right-back compared the season gone by to Ange Postecoglou's first, and how the new campaign will be like his second, where things were much more structured, settled and on the whole better. He said, "I think you saw it in the first season under Ange. It was a bit stop-start and then in the second year all of a sudden it was flying. I have a feeling that is kind of the plan for us as well. Obviously when you get a new manager there is a bit of a bedding in period and it takes time. Obviously injuries didn't help and things along those lines, but I think we are pretty excited with our group with where we can take this. It is going to come down to a really strong pre-season going into hopefully a really strong Champions League campaign in a new format. So that's exciting as well. Of course you want to be pushing on all fronts, so we are excited for that. Set to play at the Copa America for Canada over the next few weeks, Johnson will want to build on his 40 caps and help bring some international success to his homeland. Canada take on Netherlands and France in friendlies next week before they, in a similar fashion to Scotland at the Euros, kick the tournament off against Argentina. In a move set to delight Celtic fans and beyond, the SPFL have cast a final vote to banish plastic pitches from the Premiership. This historic decision sees clubs across the league rallying behind the cause, marking the beginning of the end of artificial surfaces in the top tier of Scottish football. The transition won't happen overnight though. Clubs have been handed a 2-year grace period to rip up their synthetic turfs and lay down the real stuff. Kilmarnock stands as the only lone Premiership club still clinging to an artificial pitch as we head into the 2024-25 season. However, the Rugby Park outfit has already signalled their intent to install a grass surface before the 2025-26 campaign kicks off. An SPFL spokesman announced, "The SPFL can confirm that the resolution has now passed. The SPFL board has granted a 2-year period to allow clubs with an artificial pitch to plan for the phasing out of artificial pitches in the top tier of Scottish football. This period of grace is in line with recommendations of the SPFL Competitions Working Group, which represents member clubs across the SPFL. The SPFL board recently approved plans for a Premiership-wide project to work with a leading pitch consultancy firm, regularly used by UEFA, to improve the standards of grass pitches in the Cinch Premiership. The SPFL will be engaging with Premiership clubs on this project ahead of the new season. The pitches have put players at risk over the years, with Celtic managers altering their starting 11 depending on the surface. It looks terrible for the league and it's not good for the players. Whilst this is a step in the right direction, as we saw at Dundee last season, there has to be more input and upkeep on our top flight pitches so we do not have postponed games over the winter period or a bad spell of rain." The curtain finally fell on Joe Hart's illustrious career at the weekend, the keeper ending his playing days in perhaps the best way possible, as he kept a clean sheet in Celtic's 1-0 Scottish Cup final win over Rangers. When he joined Celtic off the back of the much maligned COVID season, many fans weren't entirely convinced by Hart. Throughout his 3 years in Glasgow though, he brought stability between the sticks and moulded into a key figure in the dressing room. The 37-year-old was elite in his performances, but when dealing with his teammates, Hart was equally as classy. Indeed, centre-half Liam Scales has revealed how the keeper helped him when he was beginning to get a run in the team, assuring him that he belonged in the starting lineup. He said, "It has been an absolute pleasure playing with him. He's sort of pulled me at different times in the season when we've been winning games and doing well, and he's pulled me and said, 'You're part of this, you're the standard, this is you.'" For Scales to get such praise and encouragement from someone the calibre of Hart, especially when he may have been doubting himself, would have been a huge confidence booster. Celtic fans, what do you make of Matt O'Reilly, and do you think he'll stay at Celtic beyond this summer transfer window? Yes or no? Let us know down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video, guys. As always, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Remember, we have released our brand new Celtic t-shirts. You can find them at celtsapparel.com or check the link down below in the description. Thank you, take care, bye bye.